got an open man. It's Harmon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 6-0 our score after 1.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. On 3rd down, Walton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Walton, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far. Game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, catch is made. It's Harmon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a carry for Walton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice? And maybe that's...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh, his second sack of the night.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return is Sims.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. A run by Walton to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go one more.
On second down, it's Walton, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And a lot of
of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incomplete. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He juked him, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. At plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards, as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Following the interception, Winston.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Walton. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 33-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And he'll be out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
All day, baby. Let's go.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Walton. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Winston. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Winston now.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down throw for Winston. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the air again with Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Mikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he's going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to Walton. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, Walton. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Walton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run again with Walton. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be